fellow junkies, Horror Junkies 519, Kyle 13th coming at you again today, you guys. And I'm coming at you with something of a mistake or a redo or however you want to do it. All right, you guys, so I'm just going to come clean here, you guys. I already did this video for my live Facebook videos, and I forgot to save it. So therefore, I couldn't post it on my YouTube, and to me, that's wrong because you know what? My YouTube is more important than doing my live videos. So I'm going to come back and do this video again. And obviously it's going to be a little bit different because I can't do the same thing as I did before. So to go ahead and get right into this, you guys, I am going to be going over the Ultimate Pinhead Hellraiser action figure, you guys. Yes, I did do this on my Facebook Live already. But like I said, I forgot to save it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again because, you guys, I want my YouTube guys, my YouTube followers to see this just as well because this figure is awesome. So to go ahead and yes, it is already out of there, but I got them right here. But we're going to go over everything just like I always do, you guys. So let's go ahead and dig right into this, you guys, because I don't want to drag this out any longer than I already have. It's been a long time since I did a video because my birthday was October 16th, you guys. And so I went ahead and kind of took a break a little bit, but I'm coming back and I got a lot of great stuff to show you guys. So got a lot of great content coming on, and I got a lot of stuff I'm really behind on. So it's time for me to turn it up and let's rock and roll. So let's go over the box, you guys. I do love the cover of this box. I think it looks awesome. This is not of the DVD cover, but it's got a great image of Pinhead holding the laminate configuration box with chains tearing it apart, and he's got lightning powers. So that's always a good thing. It says, demons to some, angels to others. You know, the good old Hellraiser. He'll tear your soul apart. So that is the cover, you guys. And on the sides, as always, just got the title, the credits. On the bottom here, this is actually very important for you if you get this figure. It has instructions on how to take the head off without destroying the pins. I should have looked at the instructions before I did it because on some of my alternate heads, I did damage the pins a little bit, but they're not broken. Thank goodness. But broken, I have something to talk to you about that when we get to it. And so here's the back, you guys, with some really cool action shots of the figure. I love this figure. There's something I gotta tell you about it, but I still do love it. And then opening it up on the inside with this awesome picture, you guys. This figure looks amazing. And so on the back of it, it's just a blue background with a bunch of chains coming through it. So if you want to use that as a display, you can. I personally do not do that, but everyone gets to do what they want with their figure. That's the wonderful part about collecting, you guys. All right, you guys, so to go ahead, I'm going to show you this is the main event, you guys. This is what he looks like, and he looks awesome. He's got actual cloth skirt, which is really awesome. Dress, whatever, gown, I don't know. But it opens up in the back, so you actually see that he does have legs, if that really shows up at all. Yeah, so he does have legs, which is nice. Most of my Pinhead figures I've had recently, they just kind of give him the dress and that's it. They don't really give him legs. But that's a little quick look at the figure, you guys. Let's go ahead and go through the accessories. This is kind of hard because he's got all these really tiny weapons, you guys. I'll see if I can show them off. So this is like a little knife that hangs on his belt, if you can see that. And then here's his little hooked knife that he always has that also hangs on his belt. And then here's his saw that also hangs on his little cord belt. Other than that, you guys, he does come with 4 interchangeable hands, you guys, whether you want them open, closed to hold a weapon. Yeah, you got a bunch of different options here. But then you also have the alternate head. Here, this face is more of a face. You know, if you get what I'm meaning. He's showing the teeth in this one. This one, he's just closed-lipped. It's usually the one I'll probably stick with for now. But if you want to, you do have the option, you guys. The face. Other than that, sit that right there. He does come with the Lament configuration box. If that comes through at all, it's very small. But the detailing is all there, and it's very well done, I really thought. Also, it comes with one that opens up into that little diamond shape, which is really cool. I'm really happy they did this. I would love them to be able to come out with one that just opens, because I got a couple of them that are, just they stay closed, but I mean, I want one that lifts up, turns, and closes. I really want one like that at some point. But to go ahead and get in the figure, you guys, let's go ahead and give you another quick look at him real quick. The face definitely comes through as Doug Bradley. I think they did a really good job with this sculpt. Coming down to like the wounds on his chest and in his belly button. If you can see the tiny little string kind of going through his belly button, that's where you hang all the weapons that he comes with, which is freaking awesome. It's just really hard to see. But all the molded detail on his costume, on his arms, like they got some really cool molded detail on his legs, if any of that really comes through. I really think they did a really fully good job of sculpting on this guy, which makes me really excited. Excuse me. And then go ahead and check out the back of him. Like I think they just did an all-around really good job with this figure. So, this figure comes with double jointed elbows. And if you guys didn't watch my live video on Facebook, his right arm, if he's facing you guys, his right arm, this guy right here, the top elbow joint broke. So I snapped his arm off. And so that was one of the big things that I really dinged the heck out of this figure because of it. But I was able to super glue it. He's able to use his lower elbow joint. So I still have that articulation because I just super glued it instead of buying another one. So, but on this side, his other arm, it's full articulation. It works and it didn't break. So you don't have to worry about buying this figure. You can still get him and not have it break, but maybe just be a little more gentle than me. I'm not very gentle. If you guys want to see me break it, add Horror Junkies on YouTube, and it's on there, you guys. So I didn't delete it. I finished a review, you guys, and that was one of the things that maybe it kind of bummed me out a little bit. You can see it in my face; it bummed me out. But now that I got it fixed, I think it's awesome. All right, but articulation-wise, he does have the full shoulder rotation, you guys. His head is on kind of like a peg. So it makes it really easy to actually remove the heads without destroying the pins. Because if you actually put too much pressure on the head, these pins will bend, which is probably the most annoying part of this figure, but I can't really knock it because it does look amazing. His legs, he only has a single jointed knee, which is probably okay because he doesn't really move his legs a lot, but he has full hip articulation, knee and ankle articulation. So a lot of the important stuff right there, I would say, as far as articulation. And he does have an abdomen crunch, which I think is kind of interesting for Pinhead. But, I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, he's been a pretty good stander. I've had pretty good luck with him so far. And as he falls, wow. That's how this video is going to go, you guys. Maybe I messed with him. All right, you guys. So he's standing. All right, you guys. So he made it through 4 hurricane tests. And so he's been a good stander for me. Initially, he wasn't great until I kind of found the little pose that he likes, the figure likes. So, I mean, it might take you a little bit to find the sweet spot with him, especially kind of with the dress or skirt or gown, whatever you want to call it. Made it a little bit more difficult, but I think it also helps him stand quite a bit. So, I'm going to show you how easy to take his head off is. It's not like on a ball joint where you have to tug on it really hard. You just grab behind, around the ears, pull up and twist. It's actually really, really easy. You do not have to put hardly any force into it at all. And then you just slide the new one back on. Like, I was worried about this because I was like, this is going to destroy the pins no matter what. But getting them on and off, as I'm struggling. Make sure you find the hole. Nice, wiggle it back and forth. Maybe. It helps with this guy isn't moving around, huh? I kind of think no matter what, you're kind of ding the pins. But, I mean, if you don't break them off, I think you'll be in business. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, getting it off is 10 times easier than getting it back on. There we go. And I messed the pins up a little bit, so I kind of think there's no really perfect way to do it, but once you get the head that you choose, put it back on and don't move it again. And so it's simple enough, but I mean, it does take a little bit of time to make sure you don't mess with the pins. I'm obviously going to stick with the closed mouth one, but I think it still looks pretty good. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and review this thing. He's sculpted fantastically. He's got all the accessories you'd expect from him. He does come with an alternate head. The alternate head is a little bit difficult to kind of move around and stuff like that. But I think overall it's still really great. He's a good stander. I really hope that they kind of continue with the Hellraiser line and we get the rest of the Cenobites. I would really, really love to see a set of them. I know they have old sets, but those are really expensive and out of my price range. I'm really hoping to get a new set of them all. I would really love it. I'm going to go ahead and give this a solid 7. Kind of beaten up a little bit just because, you know, the pins are really easy to bend. I haven't broken any of them off yet, but I got to remember that I did break this arm off. And so that's also getting dinged pretty good for it. Yes, I was able to super glue it, and I'm still able to use one elbow joint, which works because, you know, Pinhead's not Mr. He's not doing curls at the gym. He's not that guy in the mirror. He's not doing that stuff. So thank goodness. But, you know, I've had him out for a little while, and he's been great. So 7 out of 10 for me, you guys. I'll show you some pictures at the end of it. It's really cool. His weapons work, and he holds the puzzle box really well. But this is a video I finally am happy to finally be getting out. I'm done with this figure for now, and I'm pretty excited about that. 7 out of 10 for me, you guys. That's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 519 signing out just until next time, you guys. And you already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer, and you guys have a killer day. And it's Halloween season, you guys, so stay bloody and keep it rocking and rolling. I hope you guys are celebrating Halloween no matter what. I know I am. And my creeper costume is coming together real nice. I will be showing it off as soon as I am feeling confident about it. So this figure, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid, because it is fantastic. Maybe if your guys doesn't break, but just be cautious with the pins, you guys. That's what I like about this guy over here. The pins were metal, and so no matter what I do with this guy, I don't have to worry about it. But, you know, not everything can be as such. So, that's going to do it, you guys. See you next time.